transgender congressperson reading to little kids about supporting transgenderism?
So I am going to read you I Am Jazz by Jessica Herthel and Jazz Jennings. I have a girl brain, but a boy body. This is called transgender. I was born this way. Then, one amazing day, everything changed. Mom and Dad took me to meet a new doctor who asked me lots and lots of questions. Afterward, the doctor spoke to my parents and I heard the word transgender for the very first time. Mom and Dad told me I could start wearing girl clothes to school and growing my hair long. They even let me change my name to Jazz. I don't mind being different. Different is special. But can I tell you what I like most about this book? I like most the story and the message because I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Is that okay?
Oh, this will be good.
So, I'm like Jazz. When I was born, the doctors and my parents, they all thought that I was a boy.
You were.
But why? Well, because society, people around them told them that was the case. But it took me getting a little bit older to be able to say that in my heart and in my mind, I knew I was really a girl. And I was very lucky, like Jazz, to have parents who love me and say that I can be whoever I want to be.
Yeah.
So I was finally able to be myself. My mind. But why? Well, because society, people around them told them that was the case.
Society and people around you did not tell your parents that you were a boy. The doctor did. How you came out of the womb told you you were a boy. This is what we have people in the Democrat Party promoting to little kids at school. It's itsSeanDaniel here. If you guys enjoy the video and the breakdown, consider subscribing. Look at what she's actually promoting to these kids. We're going to look at these flyers really quickly. Look at this. Okay. Welcoming to schools about welcome diverse families, create LGBTQ and gender inclusive schools, prevent bias-based bullying, support transgender and non-binary students. Look how young these kids are. These kids don't know what's right and wrong. They're hearing this. They're going to see it in pop culture, see it on media, see it on social media eventually. They're going to go back to their parents, ask them about this. Hopefully some of the parents are like, what the hell are you talking about? But we know some of them are also going to be like, oh my God, that's so great. Now, what is this book that Sarah McBride, who used to be Tim McBride, is talking about? Well, it's a whole book promo, according to Nancy Mace.
Sarah McBride from the Human Rights Campaign here. HRC is organizing a national I Am Jazz Day of Reading in schools and communities across the country. I'm really excited to have the co-authors of I Am Jazz here with me, Jazz Jennings and Jessica Herthel, to answer a couple questions. So I'm really curious why you decided to write this book.
When it came to this book, we wanted to aim it not towards just transgender kids, but to any kid who feels different, because it shows that you just have to be yourself and do what you love to do and just be happy and proud of who you are.
You know, I get asked all the time why I, as a cisgender, straight mother of three, seemingly cisgender, straight girls, wrote this book. And I always say that as a parent, I wanted my kids to be allies. I didn't want them to grow up to be jerks.
This is the terminology that is utilized to manipulate you and pressure you and other people into supporting such demonic and evil things like this. What exactly am I talking about? Well, let's see what's in the book, okay? Then one amazing day, everything changed. Mom and Dad took me to meet a new doctor who asked me lots and lots of questions. Afterward, the doctor spoke to my parents, and I heard the word transgender for the very first time, as we heard reading in the video before. That night at bedtime, my parents both hugged me and said, "We understand now. Be who you are. We love you no matter what." This made me smile and smile and smile. In the book, look at how small this kid is. They have the reasoning factor to decide what gender they are? No, bro, you want to know what gender you are? Look down. Now, according to Nancy Mace, this book is based on a true story, and there's a reality show based on that true story, and here is a clip from that reality show that basically that book, which it's based on, is being showcased to kids in schools. Elementary kids.
She leaves my house, we have a dilation problem.
That is a concern. When you don't have that watchful eye, they tend to go back to old patterns.
I have woken Jazz out of a dead sleep and taken the dilator and put the lubrication on it and said, here, you take this and you put it in your vagina, if not, I will. But Jazz is bad, even when I'm home once a day. I would be so mad if she goes away to college and that thing seals up. I will wring her neck. Can you imagine?
This is the man, how Tim McBride looked younger, and now Tim McBride is Sarah McBride reading to kids. So she did the transition later. And it's just disgraceful to see, but I wanted you guys to be aware of something that's seriously going on that is becoming normalized. You will have people in the Democrat Party normalize this, showcase this, hype this up as a great thing, and you have schools now allowing this. Now let's hope it doesn't spread that much, and it's better to be aware of this than to not be aware of it, to understand the evil that's going on so that we, back home, living in our everyday life, when we have kids, we have schools, we can be the intermediary to take a stand to limit this evil stuff from going on that could possibly change the direction of these kids' lives. Yes, it's easy to go online and watch this stuff on videos and be like, oh my God, that's so messed up, this is disgusting, blah, blah, blah. Everyone does the rage fest on that. But if you're truly aware that this goes on by checking videos like this, going on Twitter, you can be prepared and look out for it when you're dealing with schools with your kids. And you can be the person to take a stand against this. Bring it up to the school board, bring it up to the principal, and gather groups of parents that are against this ridiculous demonic message. That's kind of the point of these videos, not to sit here and just rage fest all over it like everyone else does. So be prepared, keep your eyes peeled that it doesn't happen in your area with your kids, with your schools, because as we see, it's happening in some schools already. It's itsSeanDaniel here. If you guys enjoy the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one, or you can watch another one right here.